Sorry, I'm late.
Where you been?
Daylight savings time, man. You know what that does to me.
And
Also, I had to take a wee whiz.
What the hell do you have on?
Oh, you mean my merch, my new merch?
Yeah.
Do you love it?
I'm baffled right now.
I'm calling a ceasefire.
You're calling a ceasefire.
The war is over. We're not going to war with the Yinzboyz podcast anymore. It's a truce. I got to thinking about it, and I said, like, why are we even fighting? You know, with what's going on in the world right now, the last thing we need is more enemies. Right, guys?
You started it.
Let's not worry about who started it. I don't want to point fingers, you know, who threatened who or whatever. Let's just...
Then why didn't you tell me?
I should have told you. I'm telling you now.
Oh, yeah. After I... Listen, I made some phone calls. I was going to drop some napalm. Now I got to call off.
I don't want you to use your connections for something like this. We'll save that for, you know, save the big guns for when we really need it.
Believe me, I don't want to use these connections because I don't want to owe favors. I hate owing favors.
Well, they're our allies now. We'll be friends with them. We're not going to release any more. Don't release any more audio of what we may or may not have said.
All right.
So no more, none of that stuff. And this isn't just because they sent me free merch, because they also sent you
they
merch.
just sent you free merch, not me.
No, you got some too. I'll get it for you. Hold on, I got to get rid of these glasses. I can't see shit in these things. Great merch idea, guys. Love it.
Wouldn't drive with them on.
Yeah. So you got...
Oh, what did I get?
You got a koozie.
Ooh, I got a koozie.
You got a t-shirt. You got some stickers.
I got a Fat Boy shirt. Oh, I do got a Fat Boy shirt. Yeah.
So we appreciate it. We'll have to send you guys some merch whenever we get that up and running, which...
Absolutely.
I don't know if you know this, but my wife she can make shirts and koozies.
We will definitely get
her on
that. We'll
have to commission her for some of our stuff. Get some mock-ups done.
The Yinzboyz koozie. Well, I stick my beer in here if anybody's wondering what the hell this beer is. Buenaveres, made by Stone Brewery. It's a salt and lime lager. I like it. It's a light beer. I don't really like beer that much, but I do like this and Guinness.
I just thought the can looked cool, which it does.
It does. It does look cool.
It's good enough for me. But yeah, we're going to have to get some of our own koozies. I'll get Allie to make them, which, by the way, she's here today. So if you hear a loud splash or feel anything dripping on you, then you know the water is broken.
Looks like she's ready to pop.
Yeah, I said a month ago that it's time, and I had no idea. It's time. Now I know, yeah.
I thought it was time last month.
Yeah, so that's what I thought. So it's really any minute now. I told her, you better not interrupt the fucking podcast.
She better hold that baby in there.
Yeah.
Don't you let it out.
Don't let that baby out. Not during our podcast. That. Yeah. She's been working out her Kegels. But yeah, at least we'll get the expectant mothers parking when we go to the hospital.
Have you noticed that more and more of those parking spaces are disappearing?
Yeah, of course I've noticed it. What do you think why do you think we had this baby?
You thought you were going to get a front row parking,
I thought I'd finally get the special parking spots. They don't exist anymore. It's all veterans parking and handicap parking.
Veterans parking? That's one veteran parking.
Well, yeah, there's
95 handicap parking.
There's one or two veteran spots, and then the rest are handicap. Which I'm just going to make a placard at this point and hang it up. Walk with a limp when I go into Walmart or whatever. But they don't seem to have them anywhere. And I'm like, what am I doing this for? If not for the parking.
Exactly. Like, I don't even use the veteran parking. Like, I used it one time, and someone gave me a nasty look. Like, why are you parking there? Like, it was forbidden.
Like, you have to bring your papers.
Yeah. Like, if I don't come out with a Purple Heart on or something, I'm not allowed to park there. So, and I park in the back anyways because I don't want anybody to hit my vehicle.
Yeah. All right. Well, now that we got all that out of the way, what do you want to jump into first? Local news, or what do you think?
Yeah, let's talk about local Pittsburgh area news. The local 6-pack.
Oh, you want me to crack one open?
Crack one open.
All right. The first story I got here, we're starting off serious. And this is just a story that I wanted to bring attention to because it seems like nobody wants to talk about it anymore. It only happened 2 months ago. A woman was murdered in Beaver Falls, outside of Pittsburgh. And it was a big deal when it happened. She was found at Geneva College on the hiking trail. And they have since had no comment. They haven't said anything about it. They said it's an ongoing investigation. And apparently, allegedly, 3 officers have resigned from that department since it happened, which is like a little fishy to me. They won't say who resigned or why.
That's a lot fishy. That's like red flag fishy.
Which you think they would resign over like a disagreement they had with the department or whatever, but they won't give an update on it. And I just wanted to bring some attention to it because I think it's a little odd that they're doing nothing about it. And the mayor or the police chief came out and said, you have nothing to be afraid of. Don't worry. Right. But yet they haven't arrested anybody.
Yeah, this is eerie, similar to a case back in, I'm pretty sure it was like 2002, 2003.
What, in Beaver Falls?
In Beaver Falls.
Okay.
A young girl was killed in her mid or late 30s, and it took them a decade to figure out who did it.
So we're gonna have to wait a decade to see what happened here.
Might.
Yeah.
It's just very, very similar circumstances.
Yeah, that's weird.
That is very weird.
Let's get out of the doom and gloom news. Do you have anything nicer to talk about?
Matter of fact, I do have a little cute story, and yes, I did say cute. Contest for the Cadbury bunny.
Like in the commercials?
Like for the commercials.
Okay.
You've seen those commercials where like the dog wears the bunny ears or
the lion,
or whatever. Yeah, so every year they hold this contest and to see who's going to be the next Cadbury bunny. Well, there is a local blind guinea pig that is in this contest.
Okay. A blind guinea pig?
A blind
All
guinea
right.
pig.
I'm down.
I did send you a picture. Do you have it?
I have what you sent me.
Yeah.
How do they win? How do they choose a winner?
You have to go onto Cadbury's Instagram account, Cadbury USA. You go there and you can vote.
So we can vote?
We can vote.
Can we get everybody else to vote?
Yes, we can get everybody else to vote. Matter of fact, I think this is what we need to do.
Yeah, if there's anything you guys could do for us, it's to get this little Redbird up, flex our muscles here, and get Redbird up there.
I want Redbird to win the Cadbury bunny. Absolutely.
We can make it happen.
I think we can. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to cut a little reel. We'll put it on our Facebook page, YouTube, a couple other places.
Mm-hmm.
If you see it, share it, pass it on, get this little guinea pig to the top.
There's nothing I've wanted more than to get little Redbird the respect he deserves.
I mean, just look at little Redbird. Tell me that's not cute.
Adorable.
That's adorable. That's better than a dog.
Oh, she has an honorary library card.
You like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought everybody should know
I'm down
about
for it. I think that's what we should be using our platform for.
We will use our platform to get this little guinea pig to the top.
Yeah.
Voting starts Monday.
All
so
right.
we'll have to get it up.
Get out there and vote.
Get out and vote.
For an election that matters.
Redbird.
All right, let me crack one open here. I got one. So apparently this has been going on for the last few years, and I didn't know about it. So Pittsburgh area nudists plan a balls out bowling event.
Balls out.
And they're all nudists bowling, and I didn't know that. Yeah, it says they've been doing it for the last 3 years. My sister sent me this one. She goes, "You guys,
which sister?
Crystal did it.
Yeah,
she was like, "You guys do local stuff, right? Like, what about this one?" I'm like, "Oh, there's nude bowling. Love it, but it's private, so we can't get in."
First of all, the title alone is genius.
Balls out, naked
balls
bowling.
Out, naked bowling.
It's on April 28th. Anybody out there, if you're trying to get an invitation?
Oh, he's not completely nude. He's got bowling shoes on. I see it.
Oh, they do wear bowling shoes.
Uh-huh.
See, that's something I was wondering. I was going to ask you, do you think they wear shoes?
I guess.
Are they still nude?
Is it everything in like a 3D
cosmic bowling
vibe?
Cool. Yeah. You could have a lot of fun with that. You should try to get in. I'll find somebody. I'll send you out.
Maybe we can get like press passes or something.
Yeah, show up as press. Say we're documenting the event. I bet we could get in.
I bet you we
could. I'm sure it's not like the movies where they're all like, beautifully attractive nudists. I think it might be a little different.
Is that now you might be offending people. Let's not say that.
Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry to all the nudists out there. We actually do. We want to stay on their good side because we want to get invited. So
we want to get invited.
Send us an invitation to the Balls Out Bowling event.
Balls Out Bowling.
Yeah.
Here's another one for you. Crack me open.
Gotcha.
Love that sound. So this is for all my outdoor enthusiasts, and I'm talking about you hunters, you fishermen, campers, hikers. The Pittsburgh local area is finally getting its first Bass Pro Shop.
And that's big news?
It is to me.
You're excited about it?
I'm excited about that.
Good. I'm happy for you.
Absolutely.
Well, actually, you're supposed to take me hunting, so you have to take me down there.
Yeah, I was supposed to take you to Cabela's, and we never went down.
Yeah, we never went. Well, somebody stole my wallet.
That's right. I remember that.
You got me a gift card, and somebody stole my wallet.
And your gift cards were gone, so that's why you never went. Yeah. But now, if we wait for this one to be built, we can go closer.
Do you think it's going to be a pyramid like that other one is?
No, that was a cool one though. But no, I forget the guy's name. I think it's Johnny Morris. He's like the Walt Disney of the outdoor crazy buildings, and basically he'll make that Pittsburgh location something that has to do with Pittsburgh.
So like a nude bowler or something like that.
Yeah, picture of a nude bowler in there. Yeah, right. But it's going to be great, man, because there's a ton of local hunters around here. There's a ton of local outdoor enthusiasts. And I think it'll be great. And I don't know what the hell took so long to get one to begin with.
Actually, if you would have asked me 5 minutes ago, I would have said we already had one. I didn't know that we didn't. But I'm glad we do now.
No, I think it's going to be down in South Fayette County. That's where
not too far.
Which is not too far.
Yeah.
About 100,000 square feet. That's a big place.
That sounds big.
Yeah.
Not good at maths.
What else you want to crack open?
Yeah, let me crack one open here. This one is it's a local story, local to me, personal to me. I would just like to let everybody know I bet $100 on the Penguins, and I lost.
That was a mistake.
I lost big time.
Why don't you ask me first? I should
have asked somebody. Well, I was like, "There's no way they're going to lose by more than 3.5 points."
They were playing one of the youngest, fastest teams in the NHL.
Yeah, they were. It was during the Edmonton game, and we got our asses kicked. And I was like, "We can, let me put $100 on this. Let me make it interesting because Allie's been wanting to get back into watching the Pens. So we got ESPN Plus. Goodness. You can't watch it on there. We got Sportsnet free trial, and it turns out it's like $80 a month for that.
Was it blacked out for the non-sellout?
Yeah, we couldn't watch it because it was blacked out. And so then we just started pirating them, allegedly. And I was just sitting there watching. I'm like, let's, I can make this more fun. And I was like, let me take an easy bet. It turns out it wasn't an easy bet.
Not an easy
bet. And I'm
bet.
not a good gambler. That's why I don't gamble, typically.
Especially on the Penguins right now. They need a complete rebuild.
Yeah. Well, they just got rid of Gensel, so I don't know what they're doing.
Horrible trade.
You think so?
Absolutely horrible trade.
It could turn out to be good in a couple years. We'll see what...
It's all wishful thinking. The Penguins need to rebuild, and they need to rebuild fast. They are too old. They're over the hill. They're slow as Moses. But
it's hard to watch some of those players now. Like Malkin used to be such a powerhouse, and now he's just like he's kind of moseying around. He doesn't really get involved.
Sidney still plays at a high level.
He's still good. He's not as good as he once was.
But he still plays at a high level.
He's very good. Yeah.
But Malkin, I don't know what's going on. He's definitely running out of gas.
He seems like lazy. Yeah.
He's running out of gas.
There was a man at the airport, and he was arrested for having half a kilo of cocaine under his toupee. Do you want to see if you can spot it?
Did you just say a half a kilo?
Half a kilo of cocaine.
That's not a little package.
Under his toupee. Do you want to see how he did it?
Yeah.
Basically, the whole reason I brought this story up is just so I could show you that picture. He looks like
Beaker.
Imagine, he does look like Beaker. Imagine him trying to get through like if you're in the airport, imagine seeing that guy walk by and be like,
what was the first red flag?
Yeah, that's hilarious. Basically, I just wanted to show you the picture. I don't have anything to say about the story other than look at this.
That's all you need to see is the picture.
Yeah.
I mean, that's great.
I love it.
And he really thought he was going to get away with that.
Yeah, he almost did. I wonder, I bet there's been other people. That might have been the 5th time he did it. You don't know.
I don't know. He was like, it's such a dumb idea. It just might work.
Yeah, nobody wants to offend somebody and say, like, is that wig real? Or, you know what I mean? Is that your real hair?
Maybe that's what he was going for.
So he's like, no one's going to bother me.
Oh, my goodness.
Is that baby yours? Are you sure? How do you know that the Schwann's man didn't possibly impregnate your wife while you weren't looking? Does that baby look suspiciously like your wife's primary care physician? Are you just afraid to get a court order? Are you afraid that she'll hate you for even asking? Well, fear no more. Now you can confirm your paternity from the comfort of your own home. Scan Daddy can be installed directly onto your smart device so you can discreetly scan your baby's face when your wife goes to therapy. Just hold your device's camera up to your baby's head for a quick 8 minutes while the scan is completed. Our state-of-the-art technology uses 3D imaging, infrared, and tiny microwave beams pointed at the frontal lobe to get a proper and accurate result. No more wondering why your wife collects mysterious checks from a dead drop location behind a local dumpster every month. No secretly plucking that baby's hair and mailing it off to some lab in China. You can do it right from our app. And if you use the code JAW10, you'll get 10 free test entries, so you can test all of your friends' children too. Available on the Apple Store and Google Play. In-app purchases apply. Data collected by ScanDaddy has been reported to be 49% accurate and cannot be used in any legal setting. Try now!
Did you happen to catch the State of the Union address by our president?
I don't watch that stuff. I get too mad watching it, regardless of who's up there. I just walk outside to see the State of the Union.
I will give the president credit that he actually made it through the entire speech without stumbling through or talking about tater tots.
Are you sure he didn't stumble?
No, he didn't.
Okay.
I think whatever medication or adrenaline shot they gave him kept him going the entire time.
Good. Happy to hear it.
He did, for the most part, did stay on quoting facts. But you can't help it with the Democratic minions stretching the truth, flat out just not telling the truth on certain points.
Yeah, I mean, that's the name of the game now. That's what
it is the name
knows.
of the game. But the funny part is they know people are going to fact check these things. So why say it?
Because the fact checks never reach the people who are going to believe it anyway. And even if you got it to them, they would have something to say like, oh, I don't buy that, whatever. So they can just say whatever the hell they want,
Yeah. Things that he said that I just wanted to highlight because I thought they were funny in his speech. And these are not in any particular order.
Okay.
He liked to pound his chest a little bit and said, since I've come to office, our GDP is up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Mr. Biden is correct. The president is correct, so I will give him a little golf clap on that.
Let's give him credit where credit's due. Yeah.
But unfortunately, what he forgot to tell the American people is that basically
That
every president since Harry Truman has also experienced GDP.
Because it always goes up.
Yeah. And a matter of fact, the only president who never did was Hoover.
Well, that was during the Depression.
Exactly.
What did he say about the debt? Did he say anything about the deficit?
Oh, yeah.
That he
shrunk the deficit by $1 trillion.
I find that hard to believe because the deficit is constantly going up.
Well, what he didn't tell you is, yeah, that's really nice. I've already cut the federal deficit by $1 trillion. Is that true, Biden? Yes, it is true. He really did do that. So I guess a little golf clap. I'm just going to give a little one.
I'm dubious.
I'll just give him a little one. But the problem is he didn't explain why. Now, a lot of this $1 trillion debt is because of the expiring of COVID relief, so they don't have that anymore. But what he forgot to tell you is that they actually increased the debt. $3.1 trillion.
Oh, okay. So he didn't reduce
and then
the debt.
Reduced it by $1 trillion. So we did take some money off of this.
The debt, I don't think the debt ever went down. Did he just reduce the rate of debt?
No, what they caused to go up, he has knocked off $1 trillion of it.
Oh, okay.
So he's patting himself on the back saying, see, I did take $1 trillion off.
So we're just going into debt a little bit slower.
Just a little bit slower.
Okay.
But I want everybody I took $1 trillion off the debt.
Yeah. Because he's the one calling the shot.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. Just like he tried to do the child tax credit. The child tax credit I passed during the pandemic cut child poverty in half. This is accurate, but it's only half the story. So again, I guess I'm going to give a little golf clap. Okay. I am going to give a little golf clap.
All right.
But what he forgot to tell you was the poverty rate was 12.6% in 2019. It did decrease to 5.2% in 2021. So I guess that is the largest recorded shrinkage.
Well, he's still in office now. What's it at now?
But here's the problem. He didn't tell the American people that his child tax credit expired. It ran out in 2022.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to guess what the child poverty rate is now?
Well, what was it when he started?
Let's see. It was 12.6%.
12%?
12.6% in 2019. He took office in 2020.
I'm betting it's back up to at least 10%. Yeah.
It's at 12.4%.
So, okay. It's right back to where we started.
It's right back to where we started.
Yeah.
But let's tell everybody how you cut it in half.
Yeah.
But forgot to tell you that it went back up.
Exactly.
Yeah. This is what the Democratic minions do, and I don't want to just bash on the Democrats because the Republicans do it too.
Yeah.
But it drives me crazy when they do stuff like this because they really don't think anybody's going to check on this.
No, they're just so confident that anybody who does check they've already called them like a white supremacist or a fascist or an imperialist or whatever. So it's like, oh, anybody who does come out and say, actually, you got this wrong, and they're like, well, why would I listen to you? You're a fascist, you know? So they have their audience captive.
Yeah.
So I don't think it matters what they say. Anybody will believe it. And I can't even watch it. I get so mad. I had to step back from caring about it because there's nothing I can do to make it better.
There's nothing.
And all I do is get angry. So I'm like, let me just focus on my own life.
I love listening to it because, yes, sometimes it gets under my skin when I hear topics that aren't right or they're stretching the truth or just flat out lying. And one of the funniest ones I thought was funny in his speech is when he took credit for China. He said, our trade deficit with China is down to the lowest point in over a decade.
Did he negotiate with Xi?
Apparently he did it. He did it all.
Or was that Trump that negotiated
I believe
with Xi?
If you guys want to go back and fact check, it was Trump.
Yeah. No, I mean, that was a big news story when it happened. I remember that.
Yeah. So, yes, the deficit was reduced by over $100 billion.
Between us and China?
Yeah, so basically you're taking your $379 billion debt and reducing it to $279 billion.
Yeah, because of the tariffs and
But what Biden didn't tell anybody is that his predecessor, Trump, put those tariffs in for China when he was in office, and he did that in 2018.
Yeah.
And everything that Trump did, they're still in place. Those tariffs are still in place.
I'm surprised they haven't gotten rid of them.
No, because they're smart and they make sense.
Yeah.
And all the Democratic minions did were sprinkle their little fairy dust on it and added some things to it, and now they did it. They're taking credit for all of it.
Typical.
This is what we did.
Yeah.
So sometimes you just got to give credit where credit is due. So I don't care how much you want to bash Trump. He actually did something right. Other than that, the rest of it was kind of boring or stuff you already knew.
Right.
I did find some funny bits that there were some outlashes going on during his speech. When they were talking about immigration, she said, say her name.
Oh, the woman who was killed. Yeah.
The lady who was killed. And Biden did say it. He did say her name.
I think he said it wrong, but...
Yeah, well, he still said it.
Her name was like Lake, and he called her Lincoln or something.
Some people like flat out said, calling him a liar. Even the Democratic Party did it. But they did it in a different way.
You know what's funny about that? Because I only saw a clip of it, so I'm a little ignorant on it. But what I saw is that she stood up and said, say her name, and he said her name. And then he said, she was killed by an illegal. And now they're coming after Biden for saying, do you regret saying that this person was illegal? Because that's their whole platform. It's like, no human is illegal. And Biden came back and said, well, I mean, technically they shouldn't be here. So
yeah. You let them in. 8.7 million of them.
Yeah.
You let them in. So I don't know what you're complaining about.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just thought it was funny. And some of the Democrats, they were holding up signs, they wanted the Gaza war to be over.
Yeah.
So.
Which, speaking of the Gaza, Israel conflict, I found something the other day on Facebook, and this isn't me. I didn't create this. It's not one of my ads. So this is real. Take a look on the screen.
This is real. You didn't make this up.
Holy Buckets, halal chicken and pizza. The Gaza strips.
Shut up.
It's a culinary tribute that echoes the resilience and riches of Palestine. Which I get what they're going for, but that would be like if I released deep fried Dachau Dijon mustard strips or something. That
is insane.
Yeah.
And this is real.
It is. No, it's absolutely real. They're in Illinois, and they're like a halal place, but it's a little, it's a little insensitive.
Boy, you talk about walking the line. You may have crossed the line on that one.
Yeah. It's like, will you try my Rwandan genocide chicken nuggets, please?
Oh my God. That's ballsy.
Yeah.
I give them that. They got brass balls.
Sorry, you brought up Gaza, and I was like, I forgot about that.
Yeah, but that's good. If you want to keep staying on the topic of President Biden, I also find it hysterical that, he's calling for Congress to pass a bill to get rid of TikTok.
Yeah, I did see that.
That he supports. But the funny part is his, again, Democratic minions are campaigning on TikTok.
Well, yeah, of course they are. I mean...
Now, don't get me wrong, I think that's a genius move on their part, but if you're saying TikTok is bad because, China can spy on you and they're manipulating our young children and they're brainwashing our children, then why are you on that platform when you're saying we need to get rid of it?
I'm not sure what the game plan is there. I don't know. I mean, Trump tried to get rid of TikTok too because it is a Chinese-owned company that is spying on us, but they're happy to use it when it benefits them.
And that's my whole point. If you're trying to do a campaign to get rid of it, why are you using it? It's like throwing egg on yourself.
Yeah, I don't understand it at all. But also, if that bill does pass, I don't think TikTok's going to go away. I think they're either just going to co-opt it or buy it out, or it'll become something owned by Meta. Or owned by an American now. So it'll be technically an American company.
Well, we all know that's what Trump doesn't want because he does not like Facebook at all. He doesn't like
Zuckerberg
at all. neither does Elon Musk. He doesn't like Zuckerberg at all. So there must be red flags there for a reason. So, but yeah, if TikTok went away, Facebook would double or triple in size.
You think so?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
I wouldn't be surprised if there isn't some backdoor politics going on, from Facebook wanting to get rid of TikTok. Yeah, we support that. I'm sure let's throw some cash your way. Let's get rid of that.
Yeah.
Let's get rid of TikTok.
I'm sure they do. They want to wipe out the competition. Yeah. So, I mean, I would totally expect that.
So, but yeah, I thought we'll throw that in there. I thought that was a little fascinating topic that Biden's calling for Congress to get rid of TikTok, but he's using TikTok to campaign.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with that. I don't know if they're actually going to go through with that.
Genius and egg on your face at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
In a world where everyone is on and no one is unplugged, where doing the minimum and displaying participation trophies is a badge of honor, and sheer terror enters their minds if they think their phone battery is going to die. Prepare yourself for what is coming. You can't see it. You can't stop it. They're coming. Nothing will save you. Nothing will help you. No race, no gender, nada, zilch. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Generation nothing. They're coming to your town much sooner than later.
I know how you like Bigfoot.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're just all about Bigfoot.
Yeah, I just like cryptids in general.
I know, you're a cryptid kind of guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured, why not go down that rabbit hole?
Yeah, I'm totally on board.
So did you know that all 50 states in the United States have some type of a mystical creature?
Yeah, I am aware. I don't know what they all are.
Yeah. So I figured, why not explore that? Because I didn't know that all 50 states had one.
Mm-hmm.
You're so used to hearing like the same 3 or 4 over and over again.
Yeah.
But actually there are 50 of them.
Are we going to go through all 50?
No, I think we'll just do like 5. So we'll do this like in segments. We'll do like part 1.
Okay.
And we'll just do
all
5.
right.
We'll just go down the list and just pick them. I don't want to do them in random order. Just pick one.
Okay.
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. The Mississippi three-legged ghost. So basically, in the short description, it says, is this a Mississippi monster? The living remains of a young girl killed by a satanic cult, or is it a ghost of a girl's mother carrying her leg?
It seems very localized. It's between 2661
Correct.
and 4548 Nash Road.
Nash Road. They say you have to go there to race the ghost.
So there's a very specific location. This I can get into. I can track this one down. I know right where to set up.
So if you go there, you have to turn your headlights off, and you have to honk the horn 3 times.
Okay. She knocks on the roof of your car and then races the driver. What the fuck?
Should we do this?
If I ever go out that way, I will absolutely do it.
I think, that we might have to take a trip.
How she ended up with an extra limb.
Does not say.
Yeah.
It basically says it could be the ghost of the mother carrying the daughter's leg, or is she really a Mississippi monster? Now that's a good urban legend.
Yeah.
See, to me, that's more of an urban legend.
It's like a woman who was killed.
Yeah.
And, yeah. I like that.
Then it is a cryptic. That's what that would be to me.
Yeah.
But that is what Mississippi considers their mystical creature of the state.
Well, I have one. I don't know if it's on like the list of the 50 states, but this is like in Ohio/West Virginia. The Mothman.
Mothman, yes.
So
Mothman
Mothman is a very good one, very creepy one. And there have been a lot of sightings of him, and people aren't sure if he's like an evil entity or if he's like a prophetic entity who can tell you the future or he'll warn you He's an entity of bad omens. But they even made a movie about it with Richard Gere. I don't know if you ever saw that. It's a pretty good movie.
I did watch it, and I liked it. I thought it was a good movie.
But this one's one of my favorites. It's not as like boring as the Loch Ness Monster. But according to competing theories, it was here on November 15th, 1966, that the Mothman emerged from either the depths of hell or the upper echelons of space.
Mm-hmm.
They were So this couple was driving together on State Route 62 near the abandoned National Guard Armory building when they saw a menacing figure standing 6 to 7 feet tall with giant red eyes, glowing eyes.
Glowing eyes.
Yeah, and I don't know. The next day, a couple sees a man-sized bird creature.
Yeah.
I think Batman was taken. So
yes, I think that's what they made. But I remember watching that movie, and I thought it was actually a good movie. But yeah, this has been around for a while, the Mothman.
Yeah, that's one you want to get on camera.
Yeah, but nobody ever has.
All right, well, what else
that's
do you
more
got?
of See, to me, again, that's more of an urban legend than it is a cryptic. But that's where I can't draw the line between these two.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Every state has a spooky story.
Yeah, they have a spooky story. Now, I never heard of this one either. What about the Nevada's water babies of Pyramid Lake?
Water babies of Pyramid Lake.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard of that.
So it says the legend has it that I don't know how to say this tribe's name. Paiute, P-A-I-U-T-E. Paiute tribe members would discard disformed or premature babies in the Reno's Pyramid Lake. The angry baby spirits have haunted the lake and surrounded areas ever since. Each spring, fishermen disappear in the water, never to be seen again. Over the years, haunting cries and ghostly children laughs are heard coming from the lake.
That might be the creepiest one.
That may be the creepiest one.
Deformed babies.
Just tossed into the lake.
That lure you into the water and drown you, never to be seen again.
Do you have anything on that?
This one, legends of the water babies. They mimic the sounds of crying babies to lure in their victims. There are many legends. So one version holds that premature or malformed infants were thrown into the waters to maintain the strength of the tribe. Or another version is a Paiute tribesman fell in love with a mermaid from the lake. When he brought her back to the tribe, they rejected her, so she placed a curse on the lake.
Well, that's a different version. No, I can get behind this one.
It seems like the main thing is that you can hear crying babies on the lake.
Now, see, that to me, that's more in the cryptic area. Like, it's a mystical creature,
some magic
going
ghost
on,
babies or a curse or something. There's another one that I found, Sinkhole Sam.
I've heard of Sinkhole Sam.
The Shai Halud.
Yeah.
Which is apparently just a giant, long-ass worm.
Starting in the summer of 1952, people reported a snake-like wormly beast between 15 and 30 feet long swimming in a big sinkhole. That's why the name Sinkhole Sam came from. Many residents believe it's just an oversized gopher snake. Wait a minute. How big does a gopher snake possibly get? Are we talking 30-foot long snake? I don't think so.
It could be a 30-foot long. See, I think we need to get your Alexa in the middle of the table so we can just say, like, Alexa, how long is a gopher snake?
Yes.
And then we can have that.
In fact, let me look this up. I'm going to look it up right now.
Yeah.
Gopher snake.
Typical gopher snake. I'm going to say 10 feet.
7 to 14 feet.
All right. So if there's a 30-foot gopher snake, that's just a big, giant snake.
Giant snake.
I have the other one, which I don't know if this is on like the list of the 50 or whatever, but it's the Wendigo.
The Wendigo.
The Wendigo has, like, to me, is one of the most interesting. It's basically like a forest demon or a forest human who's been like possessed or changed or malformed. But like the legend is that there's a few different ways that a Wendigo can happen according to the conspiracy. One is that it's a person who has been forced to, for some reason, get stranded in the woods or get separated from their party or whatever, and has to resort to eating human flesh. And then once they eat the human flesh, they're changed and they become they become like a woods demon. And they can like imitate human shouts and voices.
Where are these seen?
So they're all over. I mean, it comes from like an ancient Native American legend. So they're like all over the Pacific Northwest, and even like out here, there have been sightings of them. But yeah, they're cannibal woods demons. So in modern psychiatry, the disorder known as Wendigo psychosis is characterized by symptoms such as an intense craving for human flesh and a fear of becoming a cannibal. It's a culture-bound syndrome. But yeah, that's just an interesting one to me.
That's
it's
a very
like,
interesting one. I haven't heard of that one.
there are some legends of it in like the Appalachian Mountains too, where you hear like someone will scream your name coming from the woods, and that's what it is. It's a cannibal demon.
How about Maryland's goat man?
Is this a unique goat man? I've heard of goat men before.
So if you grew up anywhere near the Prince George's County, you probably heard of the goat man. So is the goat man a goat herder who went insane, or as a result from an experiment gone bad at the Beltsville Agricultural Research Center? Either way, this half-man, half-goat monster reportedly is to blame for gruesome animal deaths in the area.
I like the theory that it said it came from a research center.
Yes.
I like that.
The Beltsville Agricultural Research Center.
So it's like a mad scientist creation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
Now that one, I get behind that one.
I'm picturing how they made the goat man.
Why isn't there a movie on this?
I bet that... Let me look up... Alexa, is there a movie called The Goat Man? That's why we need...
We need Alexa. We'll bring Alexa down next time.
Because she could just answer. 2007, Goat Man Chronicles. Came out on DVD and Blu-ray.
There should be a movie about this.
Goat Man movie. There's a Goat Man that just came out last year.
What?
Yeah, perfect. We gotta watch this.
We gotta watch. Is that what it's about?
We should just have a watch party. Yeah, a news reporter and her crew investigating the legend of Goat Man in a dense forest find themselves in danger, getting a bigger story than any of them could imagine.
I'm down.
Let's look at the poster. We should watch this. I don't know if this is going to be like a B movie or if it's going to be...
This is definitely a B movie all day.
Yeah, Goat Man.
Goat Man. Well, I don't have much else to say. We do have to vote for Redbird.
Yeah, hashtag Little Redbird. Fly away, Little Redbird.
Fly away, Little Redbird, even though Redbird is a guinea pig.
Yeah, we got to vote for the guinea pig.
Got to go vote for the guinea pig.
And I think other than that, that's all we have.
Podcast war is over.
Yeah, the war is over.
Absolutely. Ceasefire.
So we're keeping the peace for now.
DEFCON 5.
DEFCON 5. Is that the good one?
The lowest. DEFCON 1 is the highest.
Okay, so low threat level right now. We're at peace. It's a time of peace. Yeah, besides that, we'll be back next week, unless, of course, the baby comes, and then we'll have to skip a week. Yeah. But until then, thank you guys for listening. Thank you for watching.
Absolutely. Have a great day.
Peace out.